Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the custom engagement ring that we just finished for our client. And this video will have to be very quick because this ring going to fly to Atlanta, Georgia pretty much right away because we're in a very tight timeline. But before I'm going to go into the details of this ring and the center stone and other things, let me talk you through the idea overall, how it all started. And it's all began from our client contacting to us and saying like, look, I want to have the timeless engagement ring, but at the same time I want it to be unique. And at the very beginning it sounds like it's a very simple task, but in reality it's not. And just by a coincidence, a couple of weeks ago I recorded the video where I'm explaining what makes the engagement ring timeless. And you can watch this video separately and see everything in the detail. First of all, the ring has to be durable. The craftsmanship has to be on point, obviously, in order this ring to survive. But most importantly, the design has to be simple. It doesn't want necessarily to follow the trends because trends do change every 10 years or so. Ideally, it wants to have the natural center stone, and at the same time it wants to represent what is the best going on in the design right now. Specifically, it wants to just represent the time when it was made. So how did we solve this task? Well, first of all, we were lucky that we got a couple of pictures with the references of what she likes, and from those pictures it was very clear what kind of shape of the center stone she might like, and that's why we went and picked up this kite-shaped natural diamond in a step cut. And that was a challenge by itself because there's plenty of round stone, there's plenty of emerald stones and everything in any size, in any color, with any amount of occlusions or without them if you want to. Kite shape? Not really. I went through a couple of my suppliers. There was nothing here in the United States. There was nothing in Canada. So I ended up picking it up from the other place and they shipped it to me in a couple of days. So I eventually got it. And although the budget for this ring was pretty good, but as always, you have a certain budget and at the same time you have the certain things that you want to see in your engagement ring, right? We knew right away that this is going to be 3-stone engagement ring. So budget has to keep it in mind. It's actually a 5-stone, but I will tell you about later how it ended up being. So, and we started talking about the center stone, and I also told him like, look, let's focus on the things that she's going to see. She's going to see the size for sure. That is very obvious. So you want to have 1 carat, we should have 1 carat stone. And other stones like 0.8, 0.9 didn't really work for us. Not because the visual difference is almost unnoticeable. He just wanted to have 1 carat and no less than that. Second thing, she would see the sparks pretty obviously. And what is affecting the sparks? The cut affecting the sparks. So we wanted to make sure that the cut is perfect. Third thing, the color. Obviously you will see the color. This is the color, as good as it's gonna get. And we don't want to sacrifice anything on it. But at the same time, the budget is limited. So what we can do? We can allow a couple of inclusions that are not visible. And this certificate very clearly saying that there is inclusions. They are very small and visible. It was honestly hard to see for me this stone because I bought it online through the auction, and when it came to me I was looking through the magnifying glass. It's really gonna take time for you to find those kind of inclusions. And as I always say, in reality, when you're gonna start wearing this ring, when you're gonna start applying the lotion, just using this ring on a daily basis, the inclusions is not something that you're going to see. You're going to see the colors, you're going to see the sparks, you're going to see the size, not the inclusion. But at the same time, you don't want to be crazy. It's all about the balance. You don't want to have like a crazy big inclusions over there. So as soon as we figure out the stone, the shape of the ring kind of starts coming together overall. We also knew that we want to have the side stone. We wanted to be the 3-stone engagement ring. So we found those side stones as well in the kite shape. And when we put them there together, this 3D model, he said like, well, why not to add 2 more stones just because I like it and I wanted to spark even more. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And it actually looks good. It doesn't look overloaded or anything like that. In a few words about the center stone. As I mentioned, this is the modified kite shape and it's a step cut, and you should know the difference between the cuts and the shapes. Again, I have the separate video where I'm explaining what is the difference of all of those things. But in a few words, the step cut is the similar, identical cut to the one that usually used for the emerald shapes and other things like that. So it does look very classy, very art deco, very minimalistic, and at the same time very, very sport. Of course, we took care of all of the details. The prongs are very durable. The gallery itself is very durable. The shank itself is relatively thick, and it's going to withstand the time for sure. And as you can see, I'm very excited about this ring because it came out just incredibly beautiful, and everyone who would see this ring would tell me right away how incredible, unique, and at the same time timeless this ring is. I'm just very excited because we literally did a couple of weeks ago the video about it, and here it is, the best representation of how you can make your timeless ring unique. And even when we gave this to our model to shoot it on her hands, she was like, wow, this is the best ring I've seen so far. This is incredible. I want one. I'll come back to you when I'm gonna need it. Very happy with this ring. Let me know if you're gonna have any questions about it, any questions about the price point and anything like that. Of course, this ring can be made with any other stones. If you have a smaller budget, it can be made with the white sapphire, it can be made with the lab diamond or with the moissanite, anything out there. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And this ring flying to Atlanta from LA in 40 minutes. Thank you so much for watching.